Hello, and welcome to LimeTube. So I'm Lime, and you may remember me as the person who has been campaigning for PewDiePie in this War Against T-series. I started off with an argument for why you should subscribe to PewDiePie, and then I read a bunch of U.S. legal documents to the tune of bitch lasagna, totaling to almost 2 hours of, effort. So, you'd think I'd be pretty committed to this cause. Now, the obvious question we should ask, after hearing all of this, as well as all of the effort that other people have put into this, is it worth it? Should we really be going to these lengths to help PewDiePie against T-series? Like, is it actually worth it? Now, to answer this, I think I should briefly go over the battle, in case you, for whatever reason, don't know. An Indian music company known as T-Series has gained a lot of subscribers on YouTube over the past year or so. And, they produce music as a company, and they're set to overtake PewDiePie, or they were set before this war started. Now, PewDiePie, he got his start as just some random guy making video game Let's Plays on YouTube, back when YouTube was relatively new. And ever since 2013, PewDiePie has been the top YouTuber, at least until somewhat recently when PewDiePie passed him and then he repassed, or until T-Series passed him and then he repassed T-Series. So they're about neck and neck at this point. And people have really wanted to support PewDiePie because, well, for a couple of reasons. And so, really, the fight has just been, let's help PewDiePie, because we all know that T-Series would win naturally, with no outside interference. So, the arguments for why we should support PewDiePie, I tried to give some in my previous video. A lot of them boiled down to, he is an individual creator. He's not a company. And so, if you want to support individual creators on YouTube, then you should really be supporting PewDiePie. Other than that, there aren't that many legitimate reasons that people give. I get the sense that most people just support PewDiePie for the meme, and don't actually have a great thought about why they're doing it. So, I've been thinking, is it actually worth it? And, I'll focus on that argument over, PewDiePie is an individual creator. Which is true. He's an individual versus T-Series, the company. But if T-Series wins, what's really going to change? Nothing, really. The state of YouTube will stay the same. Just because a company is on the top, or an individual's on the top, doesn't mean it's any better or worse for the rest of us. The algorithm's gonna stay the same. The publicity, well, I don't think people will care all that much outside of just the PewDiePie fan base. And so, on just that level, it's kind of worthless. Because, I mean, it's purely an honorary thing. Subscribers don't really mean all that much. Just because of the amount of really empty subscribers. Just people who are subscribed, but these could be just bots or alternate accounts. Now, speaking of bots and alternate accounts, that's another, probably, I'd say, valid complaint against T-Series, that they use sub-bots to boost their subscriber number. I haven't seen any actual sources for this, though it's very possible. And if so, then I would be completely against it. Just because you shouldn't be using, robots to boost your subscriber number. Subscribers are just meant to be a marker of how many people are watching you. So if you do that, it's just dishonest. But when people complain about T-Series' sub-bots, and then they advocate for, subbing to PewDiePie, they'll then say afterward, hey, sub to PewDiePie, and if you're already subbed, create a second account and sub. That's just as bad as sub-bots, isn't it? I mean, it's the same concept, artificially inflating your subscriber number without actually getting more people who like you. It's just as dishonest. So, in an attempt to combat T-Series' shady tactics, they're just going to the same level, if not worse. And, I mean, yeah, that's really it. I mean, the two valid arguments I've seen are that PewDiePie is an individual versus T-Series a corporation. And I do think that as a matter of principle, an individual should be on top of YouTube. In practice, it does little. And with the sub-bots, we're just as bad. So, what's the point of raising this battle? We're just kind of wasting time and energy. So, as a footnote to this, I should say that I don't completely reject everything I've done before now. A lot of arguments that people make against PewDiePie, I still don't support those. Like, PewDiePie is still not an anti-Semite. Just because I don't particularly think we should be waging this huge war doesn't mean that he's a Nazi. He isn't. And I still do like PewDiePie more than T-Series, and I think he should, in theory, be on top. Just because he makes more original content, but T-Series doesn't do, anything horrible. They just make music videos. I mean, arguably, they're kind of lazy, and they should be more, original and creative, but there's nothing malicious about it. And plenty of individual YouTubers do plenty of malicious things. Think of, Jake Paul and Rice Gum promoting gambling to children. They're individuals, but they're worse than anything T-Series has provably done. So, finally, I'll end with a suggestion. People seem to really care about the state of YouTube. That's why we put so much time and effort into making sure YouTube stays good, or at least doesn't get worse. So I suggest that instead of focusing your efforts on PewDiePie vs. T-Series, since, again, it doesn't really matter, and a lot of the effort is just counterproductive, I'd say that we should go after the things that really matter, like, people being just copy striked and for no reason, and just the strikers getting all the revenue for just doing nothing and not even and violating people's fair use. Accounts being banned for just no good reason. Monkey, he happened like last year, and us just forgetting about it doesn't bring his channel back. He's still banned. The problem's still there. So let's focus our attention on, still saving Monkey. I don't think it's too late. And, yeah, that's about it. This has been my rant. T-Series is probably gonna surpass PewDiePie pretty soon anyway, but that's the T. I feel like there's some point I wanted to put in this video, but I forgot to. So I'm just gonna Fortnite dance for a little bit, see if it comes back to me. Yeah. What is my life even? I honestly don't know. My channel might be dying in the waters. I'm still creating a new video, but damn, it takes long to animate legitimate content. Well, I couldn't think of it if any last point did exist, so if you have any good counter arguments, leave them in the comments. I'll probably answer them. So, peace out, Lime Gang.